Alright, so this should be the last part prior to starting on painting, or prepping for painting. Again, when working with any type of putty, you want to first use your X-Acto blade and try to cut down on any of the excess, so as to save you time with sanding. Sanding involves a lot more effort and time, so by cutting down first, you'll save yourself some time in the long run. Okay. Plus, doing this also tells you how much the putty's cured up. See if it's ready to be sanded yet. Alright, so now since this is flat, I'm using just your regular sandpaper bit. Since I don't need to worry about any curved surfaces or details, so I can be a little rougher, since I mainly want to just try and get this flattened out. You can also, for situations like this, do what I'm doing here, lay the sandpaper out, and instead of moving sandpaper, move what you're trying to sand, as that can potentially be a little easier to do, depending on how the putty is cured up. Okay, looks like this a little thick here, so again, just gonna quickly scrape it down a little using the X-Acto. Again, another reason why in the first video I stressed that your X-Acto blade is your most important tool is precisely because of this, since you'll almost always default to the X-Acto blade in the majority of the situations. Mainly, again, another reason why you want to avoid using epoxy putty for anything but big jobs is because it's a real pain to sand down. And in fact, I'm probably gonna replace the sandpaper after I get this side done, since this sandpaper is just about done, I think, and I've pretty much used it as much as I can, as it's starting to get pretty dull. Which is another thing you need to pay attention to when working on models is, again, you need to keep an eye on how your sandpaper is doing, as once it gets to the point where it seems like it doesn't want to really sand like it should, like say you're using, in this case, a 320 grit, and it's not wanting to cut like it used to, then that's a good sign that your paper is probably in need of replacing. So I think I've just about got this side sanded down, though. Again, use your finger to tell, as that's probably the easiest means by which to judge. Excuse me. Alright. Still doing good on time. But yeah, I mean, in general, with Bandai kits, you rarely have a fill job like this. In fact, I was a little surprised when I was looking at the kit. Originally, I didn't think this would have came up, and that's the primary reason why picked out this kit to do, because I knew Bandai kits are built really well, and excuse me, and so I figured it would be a really good kit to show beginner techniques and all that. Okay, just about got it. I think I'm gonna run because this little divot does not want to go really easily. And for stubborn areas, you can just run the side of your X-Acto blade along, and that will generally take out a lot of material. But again, you want to do it sparingly so you don't cut away too much material. And you always want to be careful when using the X-Acto blade you don't cut yourself, as it's really easy to do if you're not careful. Okay, I'm thinking I've just about used the sandpaper up. So what I'm going to do is continue sanding this part off camera, because I'm just about out of time again. But what I'm going to do is finish sanding this part up, and with the next video come back and show how to clean your parts in preparation for sanding, and probably show a quick short little bit on how to get your paint so they're mixed up for preparation to paint, and yeah, then go right into priming, show how to basically airbrush to some degree, and then show a little bit on how to organize when you're gonna paint something like this. And yeah, so already you can kind of see the difference between this side and that from all the sanding that I've done. And so yeah, so next video, come back and show you basically how to prep your parts for cleaning.